What's up everyone, this is FP Sticks bringing you some more Go Battle League battles here in the Great League. Who out there remembers my Season 1 line of Haunter, Azumarill, and Registeel? So back in Season 1 of Go Battle League, this was one of my favorite teams to run, specifically Haunter with this moveset carrying Sludge Bomb. I also ran like double nukes Haunter for a long time, so Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball. But this team comp of Haunter, Azumarill, Registeel was very meta back in Season 1. Azumarill and Registeel were some of the strongest Pokemon in the meta. Why have I not used this team since Season 1 a bunch? Well, pretty much because with the introduction of Galarian Stunfisk, it has very positive matchups against my Haunter and the Registeel. And with the rise of Galvantula users, that also makes it very difficult for this backline, but I thought I would give it a shot again, and so I ran this team for 2 sets. Actually had a good amount of success with it again. Haunter in the lead is very scary for the opponents, so it's kind of exciting because you pressure shields a lot. So this is a terrible lead. Galarian Stunfisk, and I don't have Shadow Ball. Luckily my Shadow Claws are still adding up. I'm actually able to sneak in an extra Shadow Claw right there as well. But Rock Slide is going to do so much damage. So I store back to back here. I'm going to throw one and then most likely try to catch on my Azumarill here. So I am able to successfully catch a Rock Slide. That's really good. It's essentially wasted energy for their Stunfisk. Let's see if they have a hard punish to this Azu safe swap. They switch into their Deoxys a little bit late there. Luckily, my Registeel gets to avoid their Deoxys, which is great, but I know that they still have that Stunfisk in the back that has about a Rock Slide's worth of energy, so that is going to be a little bit scary. They go for the Thunderbolt. Makes sense. I only have one shield, so I'm much less inclined to shield whatever move they throw. I'm just going straight Play Rough here. And then they're able to take me out at the last second there, which is a nice play by them. I'm going to come in Haunter, get some more energy here. I'm really hoping they bring out the Stunfisk again, because I feel like I'm going to be able to take it out with all this energy I have stored. They throw Rock Slide immediately, which is a huge play on their part. And there's an Azumarill in the back, and they catch this Shadow Punch on the Azumarill. So really nice play. I still have a Shadow Punch stored, if I remember correctly, and now I can switch into Registeel. Most Azumarills are running Play Rough Ice Beam, so I'm just hoping that this Azumarill is one of them as well. If they're running Hydro Pump, this is really unfortunate for me, but if it's Ice Beam Play Rough, we're looking pretty good. It's a Hydro Pump Azumarill. That is not great, but I still hopefully should be able to get off this Flash Cannon. And they sack swap right there. I knew it was coming, but my switch clock wasn't up, so I had to run out this switch clock a little bit. And then right here I'm being dumb. I should have swapped to Haunter immediately. But I really thought that my Registeel was going to be able to get to a Flash Cannon, and then Shadow Punch would have been enough. But instead, I allowed them to get free farm. I should have swapped immediately when that Azu came back in, and I would have had more play. Alright, this is a Bullet Seed Shiftry, so it's not that bad. I will shield up whatever they throw here. This is actually pretty tough for my back line, this Shiftry, so I do want to get this thing out of here. I'm going to throw Shadow Punch right here and see what they want to do. They no-shield it, which really sucks for me. So I'm going to throw another Shadow Punch here. They called my bait. This is not good. I'm going to go down 2 shields, but I'm going to preserve a lot of health on Haunter and come out of this with some energy stored, and my Azumarill doesn't have to see Shiftry, so really good for me. They bring in Toxicroak onto Haunter, so I am very curious about what they have in the back. They don't even shield that, so my curiosity is continuing to build. I catch a Mud Bomb on my Azumarill, which is really good for me. My shields are down, so I'm really glad that was a Mud Bomb and not a Sludge Bomb. They're not able to get to another move here. It's a Stunfisk in the back. I have no idea why they did not bring Stunfisk onto my Haunter. But at this point, I'm just going to burn shields with Azumarill here. I'm always building up to Hydro Pump's worth of energy before I throw these Ice Beams. And all I got to do is, if I can burn this last shield, is land a Focus Blast from my Registeel onto this Stunfisk, because Registeel does survive an Earthquake at full health. I switch into my Haunter to avoid being farmed down there, and there goes the last shield. That's exactly what I needed to have happen. At this point, all I gotta do is get to that Focus Blast, and it'll KO. They also Earthquaked my Haunter. I think Rock Slide would have been enough there, but honestly, hardly anyone runs Haunter anymore. So maybe the matchup was a little bit unsure there, but gonna be able to get to this Focus Blast. You saw my Registeel tank and Earthquake, no problem. Reggie is a monster. Good game. Haunter into this is a really good lead. Toxicroak gets to the Mud Bomb at 6 counters. They switch in a Hypno, and I'm very slow to this swap. My Haunter actually ate a Confusion there. I thought it might have been a Defense Deoxys because I saw the Psychic typing, but it was a Hypno, so really bad play by my part, eating that Confusion on Haunter when I didn't have to. And this is like an awkward health range on Hypno now, because I have to land another Flash Cannon. So I actually really hope that they shield here, because then I can get a jump start on energy with my Azumarill. I know that Toxicroak's in the back, so my Registeel gets to avoid it. And I feel like they immediately blind Fire Punched here, and they did, so I don't need to shield that. And then they blind swap Toxicroak in again. They really want their Hypno to get aligned with my Haunter, but it's so low health that I'm just going to be able to Shadow Claw it down. I'm going to throw this Shadow Punch. They let the Toxicroak go. I'm able to Shadow Claw down the Hypno before they even get a move out. Oh, okay, it's Altaria in the back. So they only have one shield left. Just going straight for the nuke here of Sludge Bomb. It's going to hit for a lot of damage. They no shield it, and these Shadow Claws are really putting out a lot of damage. At this point, I mean, almost a full health Azumarill with 2 shields against Altaria is easily going to seal the deal there. My opponent was definitely making some mistakes in that matchup, but Haunter was really applying a lot of shield pressure, which was really great. At this point, I'm going to be able to bubble down the Altaria. Good game. Haunter into Skarmory. Okay, this is decent. So I get to like the Sludge Bomb right around the time that they get to the Sky Attack, but obviously I'm not going to throw a Sludge Bomb. It's double resisted. I throw Shadow Punch, they no shield, and then I swap into Azumarill. That was not a CMP swap. Our moves were slightly out of sync, so if they immediately throw like they did, I'm able to catch on Azumarill, which is great. They have a Swampert in the back, so thank goodness I'm baiting this out now, so my Registeel doesn't have to see it. Haunter, when you have a shield advantage, is pretty nice, but this Swampert is way too healthy. I call a Hydro Cannon bait, which is really, really good for me. But this Swampert is way too healthy. It's going to be a big threat. Thank goodness they let that play rough go through. At this point, pretty sure Hydro Cannon is going to be just enough to take me out. Oh, it's not. I think they might. Oh, man. They actually threw back-to-back here, which I was not expecting them to do. I wanted to aggressively Shadow Claw down before they could get to another move, but they threw back-to-back, so nice play. Out comes the Skarmory again. I'm farming up a little bit more, and now I will throw this Shadow Punch because I know the Skarmory was out of energy. Oh, it's an Azumarill in the back. I'm going straight for the Sludge Bomb. This is why I run Sludge Bomb. It gives me coverage against the fairies. It gives me coverage against the grass types. They do shield it up, but it doesn't matter. I have a full health Registeel in the back, so Registeel should be able to cleanly sweep this team here, unless the Azu has Hydro Pump, and then I'm very sad. Oh man, thank goodness I shielded up that Hydro Pump. I know they still have the Skarmory in the back that's kind of healthy, so they're most likely going to try to catch a move on it, but I can't farm it down. I need to take that Skarmory out. Here I actually catch a Hydro Pump on my Azumarill, which feels really good. That's a bunch of wasted energy for them. And then I throw the Flash Cannon. They're still stuck in here. And down it goes. There's nothing Skarmory can do. I'm actually able to lock on it down. So good game there. Haunter into Mew. Okay. This is decent, but Mew running Shadow Claw is also hitting back for super effective, and Haunter is not bulky at all. Out comes Scrafty. This was a terrible play on my part, throwing this Sludge Bomb. And then I'm farming up a little bit more. I really wanted to catch a foul play on my Azumarill, which they're going to throw anyways, but I should have stored a Shadow Punch before leaving, and I should not have dumped that energy. Just switch into Azumarill on Scrafty right away. Azumarill is the hard counter, so terrible play on my part. But I'm going to get a nice farm off of this Scrafty. The Mew does not have a wild charge quite yet. They bring out the Mew again. I'm just going straight play rough here. That's one more damage. They do shield it up. That's okay. If they wild charge me here, they're going to drop their defense. So I'm just letting this go through. They do wild charge me. All right. Our switch clocks were a little bit out of sync because I was slow to the swap, so I waited out here. They're staying in with the Mew. I have to shield this up. They go for Surf. Nice play. It's a Skarmory in the back, and Registeel is so happy that he gets to be aligned with this Skarmory. This is obviously a very hard counter here. But what I'm going to do most likely is on the second charge move, throw a no bubble flash cannon. This is going to allow me to lock on down the Skarmory and leave this with some stored energy. So no bubbles on the flash cannon. Yep. Oh, they actually shielded that, which was really strange. They're trying to preserve this, but I think saving the shield for Mew might have been the like they get the Brave Bird off. That's cool, but I'm just gonna throw this flash cannon on the Mew, and then Haunter's just I have all this loaded energy. He's gonna be able to take out the Skarmory. Kind of a weird shield there. Maybe they misclicked or something, but I would have definitely saved the shield for the Mew there. Good game. Haunter into Azu. Totally fine with this. Azu gets to Ice Beam right around the same time that I get to Sludge Bomb, and it's not a true CMP tie. So if I want to do some kind of fast swaps to get out of this to try to catch, I'm still able to do that. Okay, that was a visual glitch right there. Another terrible example of me being very slow to the swap here. The nice thing is that the Sableye is pretty much in Ice Beam plus Bubble Down range. I should not have stayed in there with my Haunter and just allowed it to get melted by those Shadow Claws though, so not great. The Sableye also shields, which is a little bit scary for me. Probably should have shielded that first move, because now I have to shield foul plays, which feels terrible. I'm just going to throw this Ice Beam here, see what the Sableye wants to do. They double shield, okay. And they farm me down. Not ideal. So I think I bring in Registeel. Oh, I actually bring in Haunter because I had a move stored and I immediately thrown. I could have also brought in Registeel to lock on down. That probably would have been a better play in hindsight. Okay, out comes Altaria in the back. Registeel up a shield, looking pretty good here. The Azumarill already tanked a Sludge Bomb on itself, so I know it's very low. Probably has like 15% health remaining. I'm still going to need to throw a charge move on the Azumarill to take it out. There it is. I throw right before they're able to throw a move on me, which is nice. I preserve some health here. And now I can save the shield for the Sky attack that's going to be coming from the Altaria. And all I gotta do is get to this Flash Cannon. No sense in being fancy and trying to catch a move on Haunter. All that would do is provide a win scenario for my opponent. So, able to take that game there. Good game. I love Azumarill leads with Haunter. Oof, this is a tough lead. Gotta play this out a little bit, chip this down a little bit, because my backline is also weak to this. So before I can start getting fancy with swaps, gotta chip this a little bit. There's the first Rock Slide. I'm keeping track of their energy, and I'm going to try to time a sack swap into my Azumarill on the Rock Slide again. We'll see if it works. It does. People tend to throw energy very quickly against Haunter because it's so oppressive. Oh man, it's a Razor Leaf Tropius in the back. This really sucks. And there's no way they shield this because they tank an Ice Beam just fine. Now the problem here is that the Tropius is left with so much health here. Oh, they actually throw energy, which is really good for me. It's still left with so much health, it's going to be very tricky to lock on this down, but I think that's what I'm going to try to do, yeah. I'm going to try to lock on this Tropius down, because if my Registeel has energy, it's more of a threat to the Stunfisk. But this is a brutal farm, and then they bring out Stunfisk right there. So I'm going to throw the Focus Blast, and then I'm going to... I'm able to get to another Focus Blast before they're able to get to a move because I heavily farmed on the Tropius so much, which is amazing. Down goes the Stunfisk. What is in the back? It's a Deoxys, so I'm just going to immediately switch into my Haunter. I know their switch clock is not up yet because I KO'd that Stunfisk pretty fast. and able to get to another Shadow Punch before this Deoxys can throw a move. Get it, Haunter, and then, oh, not able to Shadow Claw down right there, but I will shield this up. The Tropius is low. The Shadow Claw is going to put on a lot of pressure, and my Registeel is still very healthy, so I'm able to take that game, coming back from a Galarian Stunfisk lead. That was pretty huge. Good game. Oh, man. This thing, dude. Those Razor Leafs are resisted, by the way. Also, they just caught, oh, man, they caught a Shadow Punch on their Bastiodon, which, very nice play by them. I'm going to bring my Azumarill into here, and this is, man, the reason I did this is because I was thinking that they might be running double Steel, so they also have a Stunfisk in the, nah, this is just a mistake. This is just a mistake. Registeel, well, obviously bringing in the Azumarill, I get to avoid the Victory Bell, but Registeel is my, like, best response to Bastiodon. For some reason they shield there, which is amazing for me. For some reason they double shield there, which is incredible for me. Now they're in lock-on farm range with Registeel, and I have 2 shields. I was worried that this could be a flamethrower, but they blind through a Stone Edge, so bad shield, but I need to preserve health because the Razor Leafs are really going to add up. Oh, man, they have a Vigoroth. 1 Focus Blast is not going to be enough to KO this thing. So I switch into Haunter right there. I'm actually able to get a Shadow Punch off on this Victory Bell. This should take it out. And then I think I should be able to Shadow Claw down the Vigoroth. So even though I made a big mistake there, I'm still able to pull off the win there. Good game. Haunter into Skarm again. So I typically like to try to catch the Sky Attack onto my Azumarill. We'll see if the opponent goes for that. And it happens again. So that's not a CMP switch. It's our charge moves are a little bit out of sync. So that's what allows me to make that swap there. So I catch it on Azumarill. They mirror with their own Azumarill. I'm always trying to get an extra bubble in on this matchup as much as I can. This Azumarill that I was using, I think, was pretty bad. Oh, I think it's actually a hundo. So it's 15, 15, 15. So not ideal for PvP. But this was just the one that I already had with this moveset, so that's why I'm running it. At this point, if I can somehow go for a pretty aggressive farm with Haunter, that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to have to commit 1 shield. But oh, I actually bring in Registeel here. Okay, yeah. I don't know what I was feeling on this day that I recorded these battles, but man. Okay, I get the shield there, and then I have to bring in Haunter, because the Vigoroth is just going to go to town with those counters on my Registeel. They shield up the Sludge Bomb, too. This is so bad for me. I knew that they were going to be baiting me with Body Slam here, but Body Slam is still going to do so much to Haunter. This is not great. And I knew this was a Body Slam as well, but I still have to shield this. And they're going to switch into Skarmory very soon here. They're actually still in here. Sludge Bomb is still not enough to KO this Vigoroth. This thing is just, oh man, this thing is a monster. It should just be a Body Slam as well. Yeah, but look how much damage that does. And then Skarmory comes out to farm, and I'm too slow to the swap. No, 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 no. I have to Focus Blast this thing, and then Vigoroth is still going to be too healthy. And they still have that, they still have a Pokemon in the back. So what are they going to bring out? It's very difficult to lock on down the Vigoroth. So I have to throw here, but unfortunately not going to be able to take this game. This was fun using my Season 1 team, giving Haunter some play again. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like these different team comps. And I will see you all in the next video.